Hello and welcome to this episode of my tutorial video series. The subject of this video is macroeconomics and the topic is Keynesian consumption function and proof of MPC is greater than 0 and less than 1, and what happens if the change in autonomous consumption and change in MPC take place, right? In another video, we have learned that Keynesian consumption function states that aggregate consumption is a function of aggregate demand, and the consumption function of an individual is a straight line, and that consists of autonomous consumption and induced consumption. Autonomous consumption is independent of income, and induced consumption depends upon income. And Keynes assumed capitalist advanced economy, no government intervention, that is laissez-faire, no outside intervention in the operating of the free market, and there is no natural calamity, war or recession in the economy. Correct? Now, in this video, we shall learn how MPC is greater than 0 and less than 1. Correct? Look at this consumption function. C equals to C0 plus By, and B equals to MPC, marginal propensity to consume, that is delta C by delta Y. Now, if MPC is equal to 0, then what happens? Then C equals to C0 plus 0 into Y equals to C0. So this becomes meaningless. The total consumption has only autonomous consumption. There is no induced consumption. So MPC cannot be 0. Again, if MPC is equal to 1, let's see then what happens. Then C equals to C0 plus 1 into Y equals to C0 plus Y. That means total consumption is equal to autonomous consumption plus income. That is also absurd. So MPC cannot be 0, MPC cannot be 1. It should be in between 0 and 1. Now, this is logical. This part is, I have explained logically that MPC cannot be either 0 or 1. Now, diagrammatically, we shall learn how we can arrive at the conclusion that MPC is greater than 0, less than 1. Okay? Please look at this diagram carefully. On y-axis we measure income, on x-axis we measure income, and on y-axis we measure consumption. This is the consumption line, C equals to C0 plus By. This means this is the autonomous consumption, C0. Now, this is the 45-degree line. Okay. Now, we extend the C function on the negative of x-axis. Correct? Suppose this angle is alpha and this is 45 degree. Now alpha is greater than 0. Therefore, tan alpha greater than tan 0. Therefore, tan alpha greater than sin 0 by cos 0. Now, what is the value of sin 0? Sin 0 equals to 0 and cos 0 equals to 1. Sin 0 is 0 and cos 0 is 1. So, sin 0 by cos 0 is 0. Therefore, tan alpha greater than 0. Since sin 0 by cos 0 equals to 0. 0 by 1 means 0. So tan alpha is greater than 0. Now tan alpha is MPC. Therefore we can write MPC is greater than 0. Correct? Now you see tan alpha is less than tan 45. Therefore, tan alpha less than sin 45 by cos 45. Correct? Now sin 45 is equal to 1 by root over 2 and cos 45 is also 1 by root over 2. Therefore, sin 45 by cos 45 equals to 1 by root over 2 divided by 1 by root over 2. Therefore, tan alpha is less than 1 by root over 2 divided by 1 by root over 2. Therefore, tan alpha less than 1. Therefore, MPC less than 1. So, MPC is greater than 0 and MPC is less than 1. So, MPC proved. Okay? Yeah, we have proved that MPC is greater than 0 and less than 1 by extending the C line to the negative of x-axis, that is income axis, and forming angle alpha. Now we have simply compared angle alpha and 45 degree. And alpha is greater than 0 and alpha is less than 45. By taking alpha is greater than 0, we have proved MPC is greater than 0. And by taking alpha less than 45, we have proved MPC is less than 1. Thus, MPC greater than 0, less than 1. Proved. Okay? Yeah. Now, this part is done. Now we shall move to change in C0, that is autonomous consumption, and change in B, not Y, sorry, change in B, that is MPC, marginal propensity to consume. Change in C0 and change in B, that is no change in income. Correct? So I have to erase this part as I have to proceed further. Okay? Yeah, so I am erasing this part. Yeah. Now what will happen if there is change in autonomous consumption? Change in C0. C0 is autonomous consumption. You see, on x-axis we measure income and on y-axis we measure consumption. This is the consumption line, C equals to C0 plus BY. Suppose this is the initial consumption line. So this is C0. As autonomous consumption increases without any change in B and Y, only autonomous consumption changes. Only C0 changes. Income and MPC, that is B, remain unchanged. In that case, suppose autonomous consumption increases to C1. So the consumption line will be, this is C equal to C1 plus BY. This is C1. If autonomous consumption falls to C2, then this will be the consumption function line. C equals to C2 plus BY. This is C2. Correct? That means as autonomous consumption changes without any change in income and marginal propensity to consume, that is B, then the consumption line will shift parallelly either upward or downward depending upon whether the autonomous consumption is increasing or decreasing. Correct? Yeah. Now we will see what happens if MPC changes without any change in autonomous consumption and income of the consumer. Only marginal propensity to consume, that is MPC, that is B in the equation, this changes. Then what will happen? If only B changes. B means MPC. You see, this is the diagram. On x-axis we measure income, on y-axis we measure consumption. This is the C function. This is C0. If B increases, say B becomes B1 without any change in consumption, autonomous consumption and income, then the C line will be C equals to C0 plus B1Y. Correct? That means the slope of the consumption function is changing. The slope is increasing when there is increase in MPC. And if MPC falls, B falls without any change in income and autonomous consumption, then the C function will be C equals to C0 plus B2Y. Correct? So, if autonomous consumption changes without any change in marginal propensity to consume and income of the consumer, then the consumption line, that is C line, will shift parallelly either upward or downward depending upon increase or decrease in autonomous consumption. And when only B changes, that is marginal propensity to consume changes, that is delta C by delta Y changes without any change in autonomous consumption and income, then the slope of the C line will change. As B increases, the slope will increase. You see, here that is B is increasing, and when B is falling, the slope falls. Okay? Yeah. So we have done this part also. So here we have learned how the consumption function shifts parallelly when there is change in autonomous consumption without any change in income and MPC. And here we have drawn the diagram where we have learned how the consumption function's slope changes when there is change in marginal propensity to consume, that is B only, and there is no change in income and autonomous consumption. The slope of the C line changes. Okay? Yeah. So this is enough for this video. Hope if you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe our channel, please do like our channel. Okay, and thank you for watching. Goodbye and stay well.